guys, it's me, Chris Colley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the city of Rochester Hills in the state of Michigan, and I am lucky enough to have an in-home studio that I lovingly refer to as the Rubber Room, and that's where I am this morning. This is the last day, the fifth and final day of our quick and easy holiday cards. I'm going to move up just a little bit. I'm making sure I'm in the right spot here. And as promised, today I am going to share with you a fun fold. I have been here all week, and if you guys have missed them, I did super quick and easy cards where most of them, the designer series paper was doing all of the heavy lifting, which made them even quicker and easier. And if you know me, you know I'm a fan of quick and easy. And you also know that Stampin' Up! Has amazing designer series papers. They have amazing products, quality products, but their papers are just like out of this world. So today we are going to make this card, and it is like a Z-fold card, but look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Make it over here so you can see the whole thing. I think that is just so beautiful. And if you're thinking this really is not enough room for you to write on, then you can by all means put a piece of white cardstock on the back of it, and you can add more of a greeting that way. Here are a couple other ones that we did using designer series paper from that same pack. Same sentiment, we just swapped out a ribbon. This paper is just like almost breathtaking. And then this one, and again we just swapped out the ribbon and the accessories. And look how beautiful this is when you open it. I think it's just gorgeous. And you can add a little deer here. You can really step it up if you want to, or you can keep it plain and simple. And I kept it plain and simple because the gals that were here for my holiday stamp-a-stick were making 15 cards. So they made 3 each of 5 different designs, and they are the designs I've been sharing with you all week. This one today, we are going to use the Christmas Classics stamp set. That's where we're going to get this Peace on Earth stamp, and also the die cut that we're going to use. I don't know about you guys, but I love stamp sets that coordinate with dies. They just make it super easy to design cards that are just breathtaking. We're going to use a little bit of the Pool Party ribbon, and it's, I think, a 1/4 inch ribbon that's got little borders on the side. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to use some early espresso ink, and we are going to use the One Horse Open Sleigh 6x6 Designer Series paper. And this paper is an online exclusive, meaning you're not going to see it in a catalog, but you will see it online. So it has the front of them are like scenes, and then the back is kind of a geometric. This is just a great Christmas red. This one is just breathtaking. It's so beautiful. And then this one, look how cute that little deer is. I think that's gorgeous. And these papers, these kind of geometric, they go with everything. And this one in particular is great for masculine cards. I love how sunny this one is. It makes you feel like there's a little bit of a reprieve and coziness to the winter. This one is just, it makes great masculine cards. It's just beautiful. And then we have this one. This one is actually the piece we're going to be using today. Here's just some wood. I love that little box. I think that is so gorgeous. And then here's some navy. This one is like you're looking down on it. It would be great to put some animals in there too. These navy prints go so well. those. And here's another red. Look at this one, that cottage with the smoke coming out the chimney. There are a lot of different colors also that coordinate with this pack of paper, which each color gives it kind of a different feel. So it coordinates with boho blue, Cajun craze, crumb cake, espresso, lemon lolly, lost lagoon, misty moonlight, mossy meadow, old olive, pebbled path, pecan pie, petal pink, pool party, real red, and wild wheat. So this is an extremely versatile pack of paper, and it will go with almost any color you have in your little arsenal of colors. So for the class, they got their things are packaged in these little cello envelopes, and let's just pull out what we need for this one. We are going to take a piece of early espresso cardstock, and we want our ribbon, and I'm going to do that one. Some of these I cut extras for because I'm going to be using some of them for my Christmas cards. So let's see if we got these sorted correctly here. I am going to fold my cardstock, and this is 8.5 by 5.5. The 8.5 inch side is scored at 4 1/4. Just going to burnish that score line, and then I have a score at it looks like 1 1/4 maybe, and I'm going to fold that back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is lay my card out flat like this, and then I can put my pieces together so that I know where they're going to fit, how they're going to fit, and if I've got the fit right. So I think this one, wow, that one's going to go on the outside of my card. I think this one is going to go here. I think this one is going to go here. And I want to leave a little bit of space in between them, but what I want is this pattern to line up so that when you open your card, it's going to be cohesive like this. Okay, so this is what I want my card to look like when it is opened up. Now this piece is going to go in the front of my card, so it's going to be this piece right here. So I'm just going to pull that out for right now. I'm going to concentrate on getting these pieces in. Once you've got them cut, it's fairly easy to get your picture back so you can make it look all pretty like that. So I'm going to start with my white piece, and I'm going to add that. I want to leave about about an 1/8 of an inch all the way around for my mat. And I'm going to continue to leave these pieces lay here so that I know I'm getting them on so that they're going to line up with here. And you're going to get that. What I don't want is my piece of paper to be way up here. I want it to just look like one smooth, consistent piece when you open up your card. And there is a reason I started with this white piece, and I will show you that in just a minute. Lift that over there straight. I'm really glad I did this Stamp-A-Stick because now I can quickly and easily finish my Christmas cards. So I'm gonna just burnish this one more time on these lines so they stay down really tight, okay? For this piece, I'm gonna put my tape right on my early espresso base because I'm only taping a part of this down, not taping the whole thing down because remember I want it to open and show that inside. So what I want to do is pull this down, And then I'm going to take this piece of paper and line it up over that white piece so that when my card is closed like this, you're not going to see that white piece behind there. Okay? And I have that little trim there, and then when you open it up, oh, I got that on there kind of crooked, didn't I? Let me see if I can just quickly pick it up and move it over. If not, I can always heat it. If you guys don't know about that trick, you can take your heat tool and heat the back of your cardstock, and it will kind of melt that adhesive, so you can pop it right off there. That is much better. And then I'm going to take this piece, and you can use any coordinating piece that you want. You could even use the back of this piece if you wanted to. And we're just going to put that right here. Again, leaving about that eighth of an inch all the way around. Okay? Now, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous fun fold, but how super easy to do, right? Okay, I'm going to take my die cut piece and I'm going to stamp my words on it. I love that shape. That shape is kind of like it's very different from any shape we've had because it's almost like a square with the corners snipped off, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm going to do Peace on Earth, which I think is the perfect sentiment for this absolutely gorgeous designer series paper, because it just has that cabin in the woods kind of feeling, you know, where it's all safe and cozy and warm while it's storming outside, kind of. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right here, and I'm going to loop my ribbon through it. And I'm going to add a little more on top of this, but I think I want it to come down a little bit farther. There we go. I left plenty of ribbon, so, because you know, a girl needs a lot of ribbon. I don't want to be short on it. And I'm just going to loop it around like this. Okay? And then because it has kind of like a bump there, I'm going to go ahead and add my sentiment on with some dimensionals, which will pop it up there. And we are going to accessorize it today with some more online exclusives. I'm actually going to double up my accessories, which I don't usually do, but they're perfect for this card. I absolutely love the way they look together. So for those of you gals that took this class to go, you can hook up on my YouTube at Rubber Room Ramblings and watch the videos there. I am sending them out in my newsletter, so if you subscribe to my newsletter, you can watch the link, follow the link there. And of course, they are on my Facebook page here and my Facebook group, which is Rubber Room Stamping Friends. And you can also see them on my blog. That's right, you guys. Who didn't know I had a blog? It's rubberroomramblings.com. So lots of places you can find me. And I know some of you are going, oh my gosh, that's sticking to the back of her card. Okay, so what I did was not very smart, right? Look at, see my dimensionals back there? I intentionally did not, once I realized I had stuck my dimensionals on there, I did not close my card tight. So I'm just going to flip those off of there. If you have an embossing buddy, you can kind of flap it on there and it will, I'm going to grab mine. It will take the sticky off if you have some there. Okay. So, and if you don't have an embossing buddy, cornstarch will work. There we go. How pretty is that? You have to be really careful though, not not to tape this piece of paper over here, this piece of paper over here. Do like I say, don't do like I do. I do always know how to get myself back on track, though. Let me clean up a little bit here, and then I will share with you my little trick. I don't know about you guys, but it is raining like crazy here. It just, it has been raining all morning, and it's supposed to rain all day, so that makes it a good day to be inside. So we have these great snowflakes. They come in gold, copper, and white, and they come in 3 different sizes, and there's 3 different, maybe even more than 3 different shapes to them. And these also are online exclusives. So this is kind of a medium shape. Let me put them on here and see if you can see if that kind of pops the color a little bit. So these are, again, are the medium ones. And you can see how they have different shapes to them. These are the small ones. Aren't they cute? I just love them. And it looks like I might have used all of my big ones. But that's okay. They do have these little holes in the middle of them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on, and I think, let me see, on this one I used some gold and put my little rhinestones right in the middle. And then on the other 2 I used some white, and I think I'm going to do the white on this one, just so it has a little bit of a contrast. Okay, so these are small, medium, and then these are my large ones. So you can see kind of the progression of size, as well as the difference in the shapes. So I'm going to use one of each size, because why not, right? And I'm going to stick this one kind of under my sentiment a little bit. That's my big one. And you can, of course, use all of the same size. You can not use any at all if you prefer a different kind of look to it. You can do gold and white together. It's entirely up to you and what your preference is. And you might want to actually keep in mind what the preference of the person you're going to be sending this card to might be. If you saw my video yesterday, we did a card with the Merry Melody embossing folder and some musical notes, designer series paper. And even if you are not a musical person, somebody you know may love music and really appreciate that kind of card. So sometimes who I'm sending it to has a lot to do with the choices that I make when I'm adding accessories or jewels or stamping with a theme. I'm trying to keep my spot really nice and clean because I'm going to come back in and do another live later today that I'm going to record for a class. So, all right, so our rhinestones, these are the basic jewel rhinestones, basic rhinestone jewels. And these two come in different sizes. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this, the medium one and the small one. So I'm going to put the small one right on that little tiny, I need to get my take your pick tool back over here. I've been working on some little giveaways. We do a thing in December where every time we are traveling, we are giving out goodies to people that are helping us. So whether it's at a store, a drive-through window, I'm going to be heading to the airport this week, and so I will be taking lots of them with me. I'm also doing a class at an assisted living or independent living space, and so I'm going to take those ladies little treats. So I'm kind of like all over with my take your pick tools and things like that. So, okay, so here is our fun fold card, you guys. Isn't it beautiful? I just love this scene when you open it up. It's so calm and peaceful. So that is our fun fold. And if you hang on 1 second, I'll show you my treats. It'll just take me a minute. Have to go all over the room looking. Thank you for bearing with me there. So this one is, and I do 3D classes and packaging classes and all sorts of stuff like that. So if you're interested, be sure you check out my calendar. This one is one of the peanut butter buddies from Little Debbie, right? So it's just in a little slider box. And I always have lots of 12 by 12 Christmas paper left over. So this is just a little strip from that. This one is one of my favorites. It looks really fancy with the gold paper. And it has one of my favorite treats in it, and that's that Ghirardelli chocolate. Who doesn't love one of those, right? So these are really small ones that I can easily drop in my purse, put in a bag. This one is actually done with one of the scalloped gift card holder boxes that we have. We used some of this paper earlier this week for one of the quick and easy cards that we did. And this one happens to hold one of the Little Debbie snowflake brownies. So I think that's really kind of cool. And I also am going to do some tree paper with the little Christmas tree brownies in them. Haven't gotten to them yet. And then this is going to be my treat for the kid club that I'm doing at the Independent Living facility this week. So this holds it's a little box, holds a Ferrero Rocher, and this one was inspired by my friend Lisa Bauer. And her box was a little bit bigger and decorated a little bit differently, but this goes on top of it. And this is some of the metallic paper from the Shining, I think it's Shining Bright. And it goes right on top of it. And then I used for my star, I used the Starry Night dies and some of the silver and gold adhesive-backed paper. And that just goes right on top of it. And the Merriest Trees die cut is what I used to cut these trees out with. So isn't that cute? Just a fun little treat holder for them. And it does make really a kind of cool party favor box too, I think. Okay, so that's it for our week of a quick and easy Christmas cards. I hope you guys found some cards that you could make that you enjoyed. And on Monday, I actually am going to be back in the afternoon, and I am going to be sharing with you one of my card clubs. Actually, my card club from November, which was done with the Magical Moments stamp set and the coordinating paper. Just a beautiful stamp set and paper. But I'm going to share with you exactly how my card club works, and I'll let you know how you can sign up and join it, and you'll get to see the kinds of cards that we're doing. And I'm also going to give you a sneak peek of some new product and the club that we will be doing in January to start the new year off. So you guys all have a great weekend. Debbie Reynolds, I love your laugh. I don't notice my laugh or my voice until, of course, I'm going back and listening to something. But yeah, I'm not a fan of my laugh. People say they can pick it out wherever I am. If I'm laughing, people can pick it out right away. The same with my voice, but God gives you those little beauties that you have to accept, and I'm glad that you like it, Debbie, and I hope that it makes you laugh too. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.